What up, y'all? So I finally figured out how to get myself some branded bags that I could actually put my t-shirts in, or different items that I may be selling to customers. And basically this is the video right here showing y'all how I do it. This is something I had been going through in my head for a while. I actually have some other bags that that I've been using, that I just some blank bags that I ordered from Amazon, and I even tried doing like a stamp on them and stuff like that with my logo, and it just wasn't the right look, wasn't the right feel. But now I got everything I need right here with this. So y'all stay tuned, check me out, and I'm gonna walk y'all through this process. I actually had somebody hit me up about these bags. Somebody that's been following me through Instagram, following me through YouTube and stuff like that. And he's also doing large format printing. And this one kind of as is at his request, but it was something I kind of needed to do too, just to throw it out there for people, anybody else that was interested in doing their own customized merchandise bags, if you will, with your own logo or whatever you want on it. And right now I see a lot of people out there who are using specific companies and whatnot. And me, I'm just not really that type of person. I got to figure it out myself. I got to figure out how I can do it instead of outsourcing it. And if I have the capabilities, then that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But if I ain't got no other choice, then I guess I would have to go on and settle for calling somebody else in to do the job. But y'all stay tuned, and I'll be right back with a little bit more to add to this video. Money ain't shit without game. They say all money, good money, but if you a dummy and spent, a fool and his money shall soon be parted. If you hang around 9 broke niggas, you bound to be the 10. Niggas handing out their cash cause they too weak-hearted. I can't give you $10, but I give you 2 on the strength. Enough to get you off my back, but not to do much with. Get out and get your own, nigga. Thought you was grown. Now you running around talking about a pocket full of stones. Hit the streets with high hopes and this shit went wrong. Thought you should be ballin', but you ain't Jim Jones. And you like to talk about how you handle. Alright, y'all, so here go my printout right here. Let me bring it up for you. Got my logo and a picture I took, and just threw it all together and created a design that I want. Something that looked dope to me. And basically, like I was saying, you got a whole bunch of people that's interested in this kind of thing. I've been interested in it for a while. Just haven't put my mind to use yet, on how I was gonna do it. I have been thinking about it, and I'll walk away from it and do something else. And I just had to formulate that idea. And the thing about it was, I had this paper sitting around for a while. This was one of the only papers that I used for the HP Latex that I wasn't actually using, rather. It was kind of just sitting around. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this design out. I'm just cutting basically down to split these 2 designs in half. This is not one design, it's 2. Alright, got that side off. Now, I'm going to trim down the one that I have. But yeah, this paper right here, I had it basically sitting because I didn't like the way it was. I didn't like how thin it was compared to other photo papers. Because this is actually a photo paper that it's made by HP. This is called the HP Everyday Satin Paper, and as you can see, it's like pretty thin, you know. And I've seen stuff on like inkjet printers that was thicker than that. You know, they ain't gonna crumble up and fold and stuff like this as easy as this does. So I kind of left this paper just sitting around for a good little while, and like I said, been thinking of how to do my own bags, and I was like, you know what, let me look up how do you make a bag first of all. And then once I found out how to make a bag, I'm like, yo, I can print that on that HP satin paper that's been laying around. And here we are, you know. So like I said, sometimes you gotta do a little bit of thinking. And I don't like letting stuff go to waste. I'm gonna make another video on HP Latex waste, because if you guys are getting or interested in getting into the HP Latex, you'll find out that it's gonna be some waste. But again, you gotta use your mind and figure out how to not make it waste. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to waste nothing. But with this paper in particular, I haven't figured out yet how to repurpose it. Like once it's cut, like say this right here, this is all just scrap. You know, you can't really do nothing with it. You can't feed this back into the printer. So I'm at a loss for that right now. It don't really matter though, because it's not ridiculously expensive. You know, well, you got to spend some money to get the roll, but when you break down what the price is per foot and stuff like that, then you know what I mean, you kind of see like it ain't that expensive. But I mean, money is money. So yeah, for me, I like to try to repurpose stuff, like with vinyl. Like if you're doing t-shirts and stuff like that, and if you have a scrap that was left over like this size, that's perfect. You know, you can still reuse that. But in this case, you can't really use it because you can't print on it no more. And it's not made for no inkjet printer, so you can't throw it in there and make nothing happen. So, I mean, it'll take some thinking, like I said. I don't know what I could do with it. I got a couple of other papers that I do use that, you know, I figure out different ways how to repurpose them and keep some money instead of just throwing it all away. So now that I got both of these designs all cut out, I cut around them perfectly to my size. What I want to do now is first of all, I didn't have my tape up, but let me grab my tape. I didn't even know where I put my tape, but I got it. Okay, this right here, this is some double-sided tape that I bought from Amazon. It was pretty cheap. It was by Sign World. I don't know if you can see their logo in there, but yeah, it's by Sign World, and that's been coming in handy because I've been doing a whole lot of trial and error. I just started doing this, so you know, bear with me. I'm not all that great at this process, but I'm getting the hang of it. Take a little learning, you know. The first ones I made kind of messed up, didn't have the right size, and didn't have my my design centered where I wanted it. Had to step off real quick and grab my squeegee. I use this to help that tape to stick down, you know, smooth it all out and everything, because you don't really want no wrinkles and stuff like that. So, and then, so once I got that laid down, what you want to do is just take the backing off of it, and let me cut this piece that's stuck over here, because I want everything to be lined up as straight as I can have it. And I'm gonna take this first part and fold it over. I have a design here which is going to end up being on the inside of the bag, but I can see that design going all the way across. I got that aligned pretty much evenly, so I know exactly how much I'm gonna fold this. And I say it's right here, but you'll see how that plays out in the end, because once the whole bag is folded, it'll give it a decent little look. And I actually have my logo and Instagram and Facebook information on the inside of the bag. So now I want to smooth that out with my squeegee. Okay, and now we're gonna get this to where we're gonna find the center. I should have actually had my wife do this. My wife is better. You know, I'm not really good at paperwork and working with paper and folding up and wrapping presents and all that. That ain't me. But she taught me, so I know how to make it happen. You don't really want to fold this too hard. I mean, it don't really matter. It's not gonna affect nothing if you do. But you just want to get a good idea of where that center is at. So now you can come back and you can fold this over. You just want to go to the halfway line where you made the center at. So I'm gonna take that, fold it, and now I'm gonna hit it again with the squeegee, just so it lays down pretty nice and it's a good fold. And then what I'm gonna do is on this piece that I folded, I'm gonna take some of my tape and lay it down right there. Try to lay it down as straight as I can, so that when I fold over the next piece, it'll stick to it, because you gotta overlap it just about an inch, which is the width of this tape. This tape is 1 inch thick, so it'll help you to line up stuff a lot easier, a lot quicker when you got measurements, you know what I mean? Instead of just saying how thick do I go and this and that, how much do I overlap it, you just already kind of know. You gotta follow the size of the tape. All right, so now I'm gonna fold the other side over so it can meet, just like what we was talking about. I'm gonna fold it over so it's just about 1 inch overlap. And hold on, I didn't get everything straight, but I should still be able to pull it up and shouldn't have an issue. But I just want it to be laid out as good as possible. All right, so I got that. laid down. Now I'm gonna smooth it out with the squeegee so that the fold is it's a real good crease, because this paper is kind of thick for this, but I compared it to other actual bags, you know, some that we had laying around, and you know, it feels like the same sort of paper, but I imagine they not doing it like this, you know what I mean? I don't know how they getting it done. This is how I'm getting it done. So this is where we at so far. You see, this will be actually my top. This will be the top of the bag, and then you'll see in there where I got my logo. I got my logo, so when it's standing up, you'll be able to see it when you're putting stuff in there. So now we want to take this bottom and we want to fold it up also where I have another mark. This is actually marking that for me. I know where I needed to fold it at. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fold it up to there. Even though it's part of the design, that's just my slick way of you know, of knowing where I need to mark it, knowing where I need to fold it, basically. So I go ahead and I fold that over. Take the squeegee again. Get it laid down flat. Okay, now you want to take that, you want to open it up. You want to make sure these corners don't stick. But what we're going to do here is you want to bend it in like this. Bend these two corners in towards each other. Try to keep it straight on the line and just fold down. Get everything smoothed out. This is how you're going to create the bottom of the bag. So now I hit that with the squeegee, that way everything is smooth and flat. All right, so we got that laid down, and now you want to take the top part of it and we're going to fold that in. You go a little bit over center. Take that, fold it down. And then we're going to take the bottom part and fold that to where it's a little overlapped on that one. So now you should have something that looks like that. I know it's kind of hard to see the way that I'm shooting it right now, but I'm shooting it by myself. So this is the best I can do at the moment. Okay, so now that I got that, I'm gonna take some more tape and get that laid out. You just want to take these corners down. So let me get one. You don't want to have too much because you don't want it to stick to like the inside. Basically, you'll be sticking the inside together. So let me actually cut this one straight down the middle. We'll still get it stuck like it need to be. Okay, that's one. And another one. So you see right there, I got the two strips of tape, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here on this side. I'm gonna just cut this strip down again right in the middle. That way we're not going and getting it stuck on the inside of the bag. Okay, same thing again. Now you got to take the back off. Sometimes it's hard getting this back off. I can actually do this a little bit faster, but just for the purpose of the video, you know what I mean, I want y'all to be able to keep up. But like I said, there's some people that actually really want to know how to do this. Not everybody is going to want to know, but for those that do, here you go. And see, if you ain't peeling this right, sometimes it'll peel up the tape that's actually supposed to be stuck down. So you got to be careful where you lifting up. All right, got that all together. So I'm gonna fold that first one down, fold it back down. Now that the tape is on there, it's stuck. And then I'm gonna take that second part and fold it. And now we basically got the bottom of the bag complete. So now you want to take these sides, take these corners, both of these corners here and all the way up to here, and you want to take it and fold it into the center. So you'll see what I'm doing right now, but that was just to give you a little heads up of how I'm going to do it. And you do want to hit this with the squeegee too. This is just to give it that fold, so when you want to fold it down and maybe you're doing a stack of them for somebody, I have already did some for people, and you want to be able to fold it and stack them, you know what I mean, so they look nice together. This is what you want to do to create them folds. So let me go ahead and get this done. And we have a bag at that point, but I still also go with another step after to make it look pretty, if you will. All right, so both of them is folded, and now you're pretty much done. It's pretty much a done deal. You got a bag. So now as that, you see the bottom unfold. Now this, I'm not gonna be able to put my t-shirts in there unless maybe it was like a toddler shirt, baby shirt, something like that. But still, I wanted to have some small bags, and I'm gonna show you right now my big bag. This is my larger version of it right here, where yeah, I can throw a gang of shirts or whatever I want in here. And as you can see, I threw some grommets in here, grommets which I use for banner material. But this last set of grommets that I ended up buying, they ended up coming with some small ones. It came with some bigger ones, and 3 different sizes. So that'll help to keep the bag from ripping, instead of you just putting a hole in here. Like, you can take a little hole punch or whatever and make a nice little hole and throw you some string through it. This string, I actually got it from Amazon too. This is twine. You can get this for like $5 or $6, and they give you a nice little roll. Let me grab that roll. Get you a nice little roll of it. You can find that on Amazon. I found the grommets on Amazon. You know, I'm an Amazoner because I like to get stuff quick, you know. But yeah, as you can see, like how I'm able to fold this bag down, and now it'll lay pretty perfectly. So if I want to do some more, you know, stack them all up, and then I'll find a nice way to present it to the customer whenever they come through. Now, as far as these grommets, I may have to pause that, but you get the idea either way. Now you know how to make the bag itself. When it comes to the holes, you can decide to do the holes and whatever type of string and whatnot you want to put in there. But the main point of this video was the bag itself. Now, I hope this helped out some people, some of you guys out there that's doing large format printing and didn't really have an idea of how to do it. Use your head a little bit. And if you can't use your head a little bit, come by and watch LCT Unlimited, because I'll be using my head all the stinking time. You feel me? But now that's done. So I want to shout out, let me check out, homeboy's name is actually, I think it's Absolute. You know, if you watching, yeah, I see him on Instagram. He doing big things out there too. Absolute Graphics, I believe. So yeah, I had to make sure. But yeah, that's Absolute Graphics LLC. Shout out to them. He's been following me for a while. I'm following him on Instagram, and you know, I don't feel like, oh, somebody is my competition now just because they large format printing and I'm large format printing. It's enough money out there for everybody. Y'all remember that, because it's like, I don't know everybody you know, you don't know everybody I know. I mean, it's a whole lot of people out there doing some of everything, doing some t-shirts and doing some decals and whatnot. But it's enough money out there for everybody, you know, long as you stay true to your hustle, stay doing it. You know what I mean? You're gonna start generating new customers as you go. You know, I've been doing this for a good little while, and you know, I just kept adding to my hustle. And latex printing, that was like the last thing that I added to my hustle, and I'm glad I did, because you know, it's times where shirts may be slow and all the other stuff that I do can be slow. I got something else to fall back on. And then when I'm not doing that, then it's like I'm doing t-shirts, then I'm fixing computers, I'm doing some of everything, you know what I mean? I do whatever I know how to do. I'm willing to do it all. So I want to thank y'all for watching this video. I got plenty more coming. If y'all ain't using your heads, you got to stay on top of your toes. You got to be on your toes in this business, you know what I mean? You got to stay creative and coming up with new ways to do stuff. I always seem to try to find something new, something that I haven't seen, and I haven't seen anybody actually doing just this on the internet, you know. Yeah, you got large corporations and stuff like that, that's, of course, they doing it. But I'm saying on the small time level, DIY type of thing, you know, LCT Unlimited, we're gonna stay pushing the bar, pushing the limit, trying new things. And I had to try it out. I had to see how it would work out. I wasn't gonna be disappointed if it didn't, but I had to know. You know what I mean? So keep pushing yourself and stay doing what you're doing. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions or comments, drop them below. I will be dropping some more videos pretty soon, so bring yourself back, bring somebody back with you, and remember, be independent, be individual, be you. I'm out. Wow.